Hey guys, welcome back to Hypno's Travels. My name's Hypno. This is episode 10 of season 3. So you might notice that I'm getting like really bad frames per second right now. I've been letting my... Oh jeez. I need to turn these guys off. I've been letting my mob spawners go for a while now and collect. I'm trying to get to level 50 so we can do our first level 50 enchantment. Let's see if I can make this... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I want to get to level 50 so we can do our first level 50 enchantment. But oh man. Doing it with... Oh, I gotta turn my volume down. Do like 5%. Yeah, doing this without like a crusher setup, not easy to do at all. Let's just press F3 real quick and see what we got here. This is 517 mobs. I don't think I've ever experienced this kind of lag before. And this isn't even, the worst kind of lag you can get. I've seen, upwards of 600 mobs in one place. So basically what I've been doing, I have 27 levels right now, but I've been spending them on tools. But since I don't have a way to soften these guys up, what I've been doing is placing lava on them and then taking it back immediately. And by the time they're done burning, they're down to like 1 or 2 hits. So let's see if I can do it. I don't know if we can do it with all this lag, but hopefully. Yeah, and I'll talk about this room in just a second. Yeah, so they should... 1 or 2 might die, and that's not a problem at all because there's like 520 of them or something in there. Okay, so none of them died. Good. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Let's just punch them. Yeah, there might be too many here that I can't actually hit the same one more than once. Or maybe it's just the zombies take more damage. There we go. Now they're going. Yeah, so on, I think it was Sunday, I did a 3-hour live stream. That was pretty cool. I did a lot of work on this experience point room in here. Dug a lot of the stuff out. Went back to the house, enchanted some things, did a lot of cave exploring underneath here, and saw a lot of what was around, lit up a bunch of caves and stuff. Oh, need to eat some food before I die. Yeah, so I originally had the zombies and the skeletons, they were going pretty far away. Let's see if my experience. Yeah. So the skeletons and the zombies. Oh man, that lag is just crazy. I had them originally coming down here, and by the time, or like I couldn't sit right here and wait for them to drop down. I was just too far away from the spawners. So I decided I had to move it closer, and I've been trying a couple different designs here. Basically, what I tried doing originally was having them fall down, so they were like 2 levels above this drop, so they couldn't, jump out. But even floating through water, they were like running into the heads of these mobs. They're jumping up and down, and then they just weren't making it into this, 2x1 area. They're just kind of bouncing around and getting pushed out of the way. So I tried making it 3 deep, and it was kind of the same thing. As the mobs were jumping, they were pushing them back so they couldn't actually fall down into this thing. I made it 4 deep, and then they started taking fall damage, and not really what we wanted to do. I had a half step in here and been trying various different heights and stuff. I think right now I got about the perfect height. I ended up taking the skeletons. They come through this tube right here, come over. They go up this water elevator over and then fall down. Then I put a water break right there. This is a 4-block drop with a half step at the bottom, so it's actually 3.5. And it seems, whoops, and I've been doing this for a while now. I haven't heard any of these mobs take any fall damage. So I think we're doing okay as far as that goes, as far as getting like a consistent damage on these guys. So I think the way that these guys are all clumping up right now is good to go. I think we can set up some kind of a piston crusher setup on this, and get a perfect a perfect amount of damage so I can one-hit kill these guys every time. But it looks like I might be getting pretty close to that level 50 mark. I don't know like what the ratio is to like mobs and experience or experience points needed like as the levels goes up. I know it's more every single level. I don't know how many mobs you need to get to like level 50, but I think we might get pretty close. Another thing that I've done is I took some of the reeds back from the starting base house and I planted them all along above the roof of this area here, or not the roof. I planted it along the island right above us, and I hope this isn't too loud to talk over. So I got a bunch of reeds growing, or not reeds, sugar canes growing on the island above us. I want to chop those down and see if we got enough to make the 30 bookshelves that are required for a level 50 enchantment. If we can't quite make it there, I'd like to do like at least a level 40 enchantment. I want to, you know, start getting some good enchantments going here anyway. We're going to go back, make it like a diamond pick and all that stuff, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off these guys real quick. And I'll take you around this room, show you what's going on. And yeah, we'll go from there. Alright, we're down to just the last few of these guys. Almost made it to level 50. Not quite there. That's a little disappointing. Come on, come on. That is actually not too bad for not having, you know, any kind of a special crusher setup. Just by placing a piece of lava and taking it back. I think those guys are about 2 or 3 hit kills. I mean, it's not perfect. It could be better, but it's not bad at all. Let's see. The loot that I've collected so far, I was thinking I was going to have to set up, you know, some kind of a special skeleton-only thing for this. But with how many arrows we're getting and how many bones we're getting just from, you know, doing the experience point farming, don't think that's going to be necessary at all. So we're just going to leave this so there's no option to turn off zombies or turn off skeletons or whatever. We're just going to, you know, do the both of them at the time all the time. Yeah, so there's water here. So as you can see here, I've opened this room up significantly. If you didn't watch a live stream on Sunday, you probably didn't miss a lot because I was just sitting here and digging and digging and digging. Well, okay. Well, that's not necessarily true. Not for the full live stream because I was doing a lot of cave exploring. I found some diamonds and a lot of iron, coal, and other resources. But about half the live streaming was that, half the live streaming was this. And yeah, so done a lot of opening this room up and making it large enough so we can do stuff in here. I still want to clean the walls up, patch up the holes, and I'm not sure just yet what the theme of this room will be. It's not just going to be, you know, a giant cube with the spawners in here. I want to have like some kind of design, or maybe this will be like a storeroom, maybe the enchanting room down here since it's easy access to the experience point farm. A lot of different things we could do down here, but I still need to expand it out a little bit more. I'm trying to have like, you know, a 2 wide space between all the different walls at least. I mean, this over here is more, but it's 2 wide between the edge of this spawner room and that wall. So I kind of want to do it over here. So I need to dig out just a little bit more. And then I'm also not sure about this area here because this is where we're standing to like punch some mobs or whatever. But it just feels like this is too high. And if I shave this down and make this all flat, then this spawner will kind of be floating 2 blocks above the ground. I mean, that one's already floating, but I think it might be a little weird if this one's floating just, you know, barely above the ground. We'll have to see. I might even drop the floor down even lower. I don't know. There's, you know, many possibilities we could do here. But my goal is to make this look good eventually at some point. It's a big space to work with, so it's not going to be, you know, really easy to do, and I won't be able to do it like real quick either. So I think we've talked enough about this stuff. Let's head upstairs. I want to collect those reeds, or I keep saying reeds, sugar canes. You can tell from the old school, calling them reeds. Yeah, when I collect these sugar canes up here, turn them into paper, start making bookshelves, things like that. Get some, maybe get enough bookshelves to do like a level 46 enchantment. Need to go back to the starting base house. Whoops. Go back to the starting base house. Grab the enchanting table, and I think we're going to set up an enchanting room here. It'll be temporary. It won't be the final design, but something that we can do an enchant with. And I will meet you guys back here in just a minute. Okay, guys, so not quite at the house just yet, but I did want to check in and let you guys know we got 64, one full stack, almost 2 full stacks worth of sugar canes from that harvest. I decided that waiting on the little 4 things of sugar cane by the house was not going to be enough. We need enough for those, at least 30 bookshelves, maybe 30 more to set up a second enchanting room, maybe one at the house, one back here at our base area. And when we eventually get into potion making, we're probably going to want to do a lot of the swift potions or haste potions or whatever they are. They require sugar to be brewed. So we'll need plenty of that. I probably should set up some kind of like a sugarcane farm at some point. But for right now, I think having them kind of growing quote unquote wild as they are will, get us where we need to be as far as that goes. Don't break. Stop. Okay, let's get out of here. No, I'm pretty sure you can mine these. Hopefully you can, and I'm not going to break this or destroy it. Okay, good. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Do I have any food for you? Maybe a steak? Are you hungry? You want that? Oh, I guess you're not hungry. Okay. Let's head down here. I want to grab some of our diamonds. Alright. We're going to need a lot of wood to make those bookshelves, I believe, and the rest of our bookshelves are upstairs. So I'm going to get everything together that we need and meet you back at the experience point farm area. See you in a minute, guys. Okay, guys, so let's see. We got plenty of wood now. Let's make that many planks. Sugar canes. Let's see. Is it this way? No, it's this way. Okay, make some paper. Paper this way. Yep. These guys. Oh, and we come out. All right, good. Let's do that. Make these into books. And good. Okay, so we had those 5 bookshelves before. I think it was this way to make them. Yeah, I believe it is. Okay, so now I get 13. Are we gonna have enough planks here? Well, no, we need to make more planks. We can do 1 more bookshelf, I think. Yep. Okay, so let's do that. What am I doing? Book. Where did I didn't pick up my books. Book. And then it's the planks around the outside like that. Yep. Okay, so we only have 18 bookshelves. And I kind of want to make a diamond pick and enchant that. Let's go downstairs and set this up. I'm not sure how many or how high of an enchantment you can get with 18 bookshelves, but I think that's what we're going to do anyway, is use the 18 bookshelves and get the highest enchantment possible on this guy. I think we're just going to do it right down here. Probably going to end up having to move this later, but with all the sugar canes we have above around the island, don't think it's going to be too difficult to get more. Let's see, like that. torch back here. Yep. Okay, and here. Here. There and there. Okay, I think that's all we can do, and I think those are all in the right spot. Looks like all the letters are flying in, yeah. Okay, let's put a torch back right there. Alright, let's see what we can give her as far as enchantments go. There's a 14, 17, so a 23, 22, 28. Okay, I'm going to sit here, I'm going to click this for a while and see what the highest one we can get, and I'll check back in with you when we got something, something pretty high. I'm looking for like high 30s, maybe low 40s. I don't know what we can do. Alright guys, so I've been clicking through this thing for a while now, and I passed 30 a few times. I think with the amount of bookshelves we have back here, 30 is about the highest we can go. I don't know if that's a fact or not, but I have seen the number 30 about 3 times now and nothing higher than that. So let's go ahead and enchant our diamond pick with 30 and see what we get. Efficiency 3. Not bad, but it's kind of hoping for something better. That's fine. Got an experience farm here, so we can always enchant more and get, you know, better stuff later. Okay. So I wanted to set up a piston crusher for these mobs. I don't think I have pistons down here. Do I? No, I don't. Okay, so I'm going to go grab some pistons and then grab some redstone. We need to hook something up so I can push a button and I'll attack, or not attack them, and I'll crush them for I don't, well, we're going to have to figure out how long it is. I think it's like 14 ticks. I don't know for sure. We'll figure this out through some trial and error. Some redstone. Probably gonna need to make some repeaters. Let's do 2 sticky pistons, and I think that's all we need. Oops, full damage. Oh. Alright, so I need to grab some of this cobblestone. Okay, so the mobs are going to be standing right here. So we want to take in this top one first, I believe, so they can't jump out. And then we want to take in the bottom one as well. I think we do. Maybe it's just a top one. I don't know how that works with it being... with them standing on a half step. I guess we're going to have to figure this out and see if it works or not. So, yeah, it's that block right there. So we need a piston pushing that in. Okay, let's see if I can jump in here. Yeah, so it's this one right here. So a piston needs to be right like that. Let's put a sticky piston right like that. There. Cobblestone. Need to make some redstone torches. Yeah. So I guess the first test is to get some mobs in here and just make sure that that actually crushes them. So let's let a few skeletons in and see what happens. Another thing that we want to work on today, I had this redstone torch from a while ago, is getting a switch to turn, you know, both the spawning on and off from down below. I think that should have let them out. Okay, are you guys... Oh. Half step. Where does the half step go? There we go. Come on, guys. Okay, there's one. Let's get this other guy in there real quick, and then we'll find out for sure if this is gonna work or not. Alright, I think that's gonna work perfectly. Alright. So now I just need to dig out behind this piston, or maybe we can do something down here so it's just like it turns on this thing right above it. I'm gonna dig some stuff out here, make some space, and we'll be right back. So you remember how I said I was gonna be right back? Yeah, it's been I would say probably at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half since I left you guys. So I dug out a lot of stuff here, and then I started playing around with the redstone, and yeah, I kind of did that all off camera. Like I said, I've been away for like an hour and a half or something like that. That would have been like a 5-part episode. So let me go ahead and explain what's going on here. First of all, this is the old school RS NOR latch that I've always used in my projects before. Basically, it's a memory cell. If you power this block, it turns this torch off, which turns this all off, turns this torch on. This gets powered, and this one turns off. So if I put power here, that one will turn on, and this one will stay off. And it's the same thing on this side. If I put power into this block, let's see. Oh no, I don't even need that. Yeah, if I put power in this block, this one will turn off, this one will turn on. And they'll stay like that. So this is the old style that I've used before, but I've seen that there's other styles. I've been watching some of Generic B's live streams and his Let's Play videos, and he showed a vertical one. I know he didn't invent this, but I've just decided to use it because it's pretty cool. It's the same exact thing. This redstone torch is powering this block, and it turns this off. But if you were to power this redstone right here, it'll come up here, turn this one off, which will turn this on, power this repeater, and keep this on. So it's the same exact thing. So you power this side stays on. You power this side, and this side stays on. So this is what I use down below. When you press the button, I don't show you the button. When you press this button right here, it sends power to the RS NOR latch that I have down below, just like that. And when it does that, it sends a signal through a long series of repeaters. I think there's like 30 of them. It's ridiculous how many there are. So yeah, you send the button sends power to the RS NOR latch, starts the timer. It also extends a piston that I have up here and crushes the mobs' heads. So let me show you how this is working instead of just explaining it. So this button powers this redstone dust, which powers this repeater, comes down into the RS NOR latch right here. It also sends power down to this redstone torch, which is vertical wiring, into the piston. It's also sending power into this long series of redstone repeaters. It comes all the way over here. Once it reaches this point, it resets it. The piston turns off. So let's see this working real quick. You can hear the piston turned on. You can watch a little trail of repeaters going along like that. And there we go. Now, trust me, guys, I would have loved to do this on camera with you if I was some kind of redstone genius, but unfortunately, I'm not. Like I said, this took me about an hour and a half to get all the wiring figured out, get the redstone, this vertical wiring in the appropriate state. I kept running into problems trying to get this torch powered off, so I wasn't, keeping this piston extended all the time. It's just a kind of a headache here. But yeah, as you can see, it seems pretty simple once you explain it. It looks kind of complicated if you're not familiar with redstone. And for me to figure this out, it took me about an hour and a half to do. So let's go ahead and turn mob spawning on, and we'll see this working. Just gonna do a few skeletons for now. Okay, got some skeletons spawned. I should probably think about eating some food. I think we got 2 skeletons? No, 3. Okay. So let's see this work. Yep, there might be some timing issues down there. Every once in a while it will kill one of these skeletons. And then these just are a couple of hits each. Oh! Fail on breaking that glass. Eventually what I want to do is get into potion brewing so I can just throw in like a potion of harm, a splash potion of harm. So you just stand back here, toss it in there, and just, you know, kill them all with one shot. But for now, this is going to be good enough. I might like reduce some of the delay on here so it doesn't quite do as much damage. I'm going to have to pack this full of mobs, hit that button, see how many die overall. If it turns out to be too many, I'm just going to have to keep, you know, knocking this delay back until we get a point where it's not, you know, damaging them too much. Yeah, so we were also going to do the vertical wiring to turn mob spawning on and off from down here, but I think we're running out of time. We'll go ahead and save that for next episode. But yeah, like I said, I'm sorry I didn't do this on camera with you guys, but if we would have done it, it would have been like a 5-part episode of failing at redstone with Hypno. Probably better that I did that off camera. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.